And this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Kickoff now just moments away. It is finally time to crown a champion, as I'll hand it over to the two men who will call the action, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion New York Jets. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30.
I want to see this game over quick.
Taking on yet another AFC team, the New England Patriots. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Going on 1st down is Brady. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Brady now on 1st down. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Let's make no bones about it. Team, they're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner.
Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Throwing now is Brady. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Brady on target to Edelman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 38-yard line. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, here's Bell. Give him 2 yards that time. He's going to lead with a 3rd and 11 situation.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. That's taken on the 25. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They begin with Michel on the ground. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Meanwhile, here's a shot for the end zone right away, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. They were able to stop him at the line on 1st down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination. And they got it done on the 2nd try.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And New York set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throw complete to Herndon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A first down carry for Bell, but he'll work forward for only about a yard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that?
The Pats at the line ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for
Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 74 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. 2 minutes even on the clock in the first half of Super Bowl 54.
No, not. That's the ball.
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now this throw caught left side. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Darnold on 3rd down. But he will have him in. Demaryius Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on him. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. Looking left sideline, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get over.
And oh, he coughed it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Taking it about the 16. A strong running. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to pour it on. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team that was just absolutely pile driving us, and they ended up going for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Could also result in a melee later, though. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty who got a hand in there to break that one up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
That is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a foot. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown from 21 yards away as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And is there bad blood here? I mean, go for 2 when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just turn their ears back and get after him now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. Darnold from the gun. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Herndon's got it complete.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Well, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 21. That throw by Brady incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Caught by Sanu. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it.
He's got Daly. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary. Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Brady. Dorsett's got it. Touchdown Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Now Brady. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it's just...
Bell, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle. From the 45 on 2nd down, Darnold. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. But now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got Herndon, his tight end. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions.
There he goes, right side. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, what we just saw, we've seen a lot of broken tackles, and they're leading to a huge touchdown play.
Yeah, none of them more glaring than what we just saw there, but we've seen it throughout this game, whether it's in tight, running through the line, out in open field. They haven't been able to get these runners down very well.
How do you
I have a feeling they'll be in
notice
pads a
that?
lot next week, working on their tackling.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 10, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Darnold, and he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas.
Can you not say
They
first?
get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they're able to get get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL.
Right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.